Morning, John. I'm going to do a little video for you, and I'm not trying to tell you how to suck eggs or anything like that. It's just the recording technique that I would use, where I've had this before. Somebody sends me a track and they want me to do vocals over it. It's the same as I'm doing to you. So I'm just going to show you how I do it, just to trying to avoid those little sort of getting confused things that you were on about yesterday. So this is how I do it, right? Okay, so this is my Mac. Let's open up Logic. I know you're using Cubase, but the principle of how to do this is the same. So there's my Cubase Logic. So I need to bring in a couple of tracks, right? So I'll bring in the tracks that you're doing currently, right? So just move this out of the way for a second, and there's where the songs are. So Rain Keeps Falling, right? That's the version with my vocals on. And then what I'd also do then is bring the version with no vocals on, which you're going to sing to. So that goes there. So they both start at the same point, right? They both start at the same point. So there's the one with my vocals on, and there's the one with no vocals on, okay? So what I would do then is get to the part where there's some vocals, for instance. I don't know, yeah, with the two tracks brought in, they both start at the same point. The top one's without vocals, top one's with vocals, and the bottom one is without vocals. So I'll scan along the track to the part where there is some vocals and I want to learn, and this is my bit. I don't know how yours works, but that yellow line is where I want to loop it round. So if I press play, and it's just going to loop around that vocal, right? So I would then loop that round like that and learn that vocal, how the melody goes and all the rest of it. So then when I come back to this one, I would then mute the track with my vocals on it and go to the track without any vocals on it at the same point. Look, see, right there, it's going to loop round without any vocals. I can sing whatever the lyrics are, okay, and record that on a separate track somewhere down here, record the vocals, you know, so I could just dip in and out of the two tracks. So mute that one and listen to that one and go back to the vocals, check it. Can't pretend, right? So now mute the top one, come to the bottom one, and I go, I can't pretend to love you, you know, and just learn it that way. And then once I've learnt that particular section, I'll drag this bit, loop bit, the next section, and then I will then learn that. So we'll go back and take it off mute there, and then we'll learn the next bit. So that goes, I always saw stars above you, but they're fading from sight. So I will then go back to the top there, mute that, and then go into the track below it there again. I always saw stars above you, but they're fading from sight. You know, I've learnt the top line. I literally mute that and sing it to the bottom line, and just go through the whole song till you build it up like that. And when you see it that way, you get the arrangement of the song, and you can see where the choruses are and where they, you know, the original one where I've sung, you can see where the chorus is supposed to be, and when it stops singing, you just dip in and out of it as you go, and you can hear where it should and shouldn't be, okay? So that's how I would do it. And all these other tracks, these are the vocals that I would put in, and you can copy and drag it as you do to the choruses. But you'll see if it's too long, it's half a chorus, whatever, because you'll hear it when you dip into the original song that it's not right. So you can adjust it accordingly, okay? So that's how I would do it, and I find that very easy, because once you've set up your click track and the BPMs and everything, both tracks start at the same point, and it's literally just dipping in from one to the other, just checking to see how it goes. It's quite easy, all right?